All right, so today we're going to do something that might seem boring, but it's not boring and it's really important. We're going to learn how to grill boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and we're going to do it on the Big Green Egg, and I'll show you how to cook them the right way where they look great and you don't dry them out. So, here we go. I picked up some Springer Mountain Farms chicken. I don't know if you have this where you live, but I think it's a local thing in the Atlanta area. But I like to get this chicken because it's not too big and thick. And when you get really big, thick chickens, they're not very even throughout. And if you'll look at this, this is like the thickness throughout the chicken breast is like about the same. And if you don't have chicken breasts like this, that's okay, but you should probably pound them out. It's an extra step, but if you just get a mallet and pound them out a little bit, what you want is a really consistent thickness throughout the chicken breast so that you don't have part of it drying out and the other part that's getting like too burned or part of it that's not cooked. So anyway, these are great. Organic's probably good. Smaller is probably better, but pound it out if you've got really big, thick ones. There's my spiel on chicken. So I have here our Ziploc bag. It's a gallon bag. Meat hand, clean hand. Going in with the chicken. Next ingredient is buttermilk. I love the way buttermilk works with chicken. I really think it helps keep things moist and tender, and it's so simple. So we're just going to take, this is about 1.5 cups of buttermilk, and I'm just going to go straight into the bag with it. It's so easy. Next, I've got a barbecue rub. So use something that you like for chicken. I really love Lane's Barbecue Sweet Heat. Really love 441 South honeysuckle dust, but find something that you think works well for chicken. A lot of times, like one that works really well for pork will work well for chicken. And I'm just going to throw it in here. So this is 2 or 3 tablespoons. And I'm going straight into the bag with it. Pull off my glove. Zip it up. Just kind of give it a shake. Not very flashy, but gets the job done. So this way we've got the buttermilk that's going to help keep it really tender, but this rub is going to give it some good flavor, a little bit of extra heat and sweetness, and just spice flavor. It's good. It looks about right. So this can go in the fridge. And you can do this like an hour beforehand, or you can just do it in the morning before you go to work, throw it in the fridge, and when you're ready to cook when you get home, it's ready to go. But that's that. Our chicken, it's been marinating, that's good. I got my tongs, and I have my thermometer, which is super important because we want to make sure that this is not getting overcooked, which is easy to do with boneless, skinless chicken breast. Let's get them eye. All right, the other thing too is it's getting me. The other thing too that I really like to do is to use cast iron grates. So Big Green Egg sells them, they don't come with them. It's probably an extra $60 or something to get a pair. They come in like half moons, and I'll show you what they look like if you can come in here. But they're grill grates, but they're made out of cast iron. So I've seasoned them really well with oil, and it just really helps get like great grill marks on it and cook it really well. It makes it look the way that you want it to look. So I really like to use them, and I would recommend it. But today I have my grill set up at 450. I know when I put this chicken on, it's going to dip back down to about 400, which is where I want to be cooking them. So I want to let it settle in a little bit hotter than we want it to be. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this glove on because this is so hot, and you burp it when it's this hot. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Grates are super hot. When I put the chicken on, I like to put it, there's no skin on it, but like the skin side down if it did have skin on it. And there we go. There's a good sizzly sound there, and the buttermilk helps the chicken get so tender, and the seasoning has had time to get into the chicken, so I think they're going to turn out great. When you're direct grilling, a lot of people think that you need to grill with the lid open, and on a traditional grill, I would agree. I just think there's like some of the magic of the Big Green Egg, is closing the lid and letting it do its thing and cooking it the right way. So that's what I'm going to do here, and I've got a timer going for 5 minutes. I'm not going to touch it for 5 minutes, so we'll come back in a sec. Okay, so we're about 4 minutes in, and I just probed this one. It's a little bit smaller, and it's like high 150s right now, like 159, 160, and it looks great on both sides. And really, you can kind of tell when you push it, if it doesn't give much, that it's done. So I want to pull this before it gets too hot. And I'm just going to set it on my cutting board and go ahead and probe these other two and see how we're doing. I think it probably just needs a few more minutes. 149, 150 in that one. Let's see, 140 on that one right there. And the thing is, every grill has hot spots. The Big Green Egg does a better job at keeping everything hot in the grill than a lot of other grills do, but it still has hot spots, and you want to check to make sure you're not burning. We're okay right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave these in this area, but I'm going to check just every couple of minutes here because I want to make sure I don't burn the chicken, and I want to make sure I don't overcook it, but we still at least have another minute or two on these, and you just keep checking them. You cook these really hot and fast, so you want to keep checking on them to make sure, because the worst thing is when you boneless, skinless chicken breasts already have no flavor because there's no fat in them, so you just want to make sure that you're not overdoing them because nobody wants a dry chicken breast. All right, so we've taken off 2 of our pieces, and this one was a little bit thicker than the others, and it finished last. That's how that works. But because we were watching it, and I was moving it around the grill a little bit to avoid hot spots and stuff, this side looks great, and this side looks great. So we have some great grill marks, some good color from the seasoning, and we're gonna let them rest for a couple of minutes and then take a bite, but they look great.